Hey there, this is Derek from HowDoIMoney.com. In this video, we're going to go over the Savings Goals tab on your Tiller Google Sheet monthly budget. So we always start at TillerHQ.com to pull up your monthly budget Google Sheet. Hit log in, and your most recent monthly budget will always be right there at the very top. My new awesome budget. Hit open sheet and it will open it over here in your Google account as a Google Sheet. Okay, again on this video, we're going to go over the Savings Goals tab down here. Now the idea behind this Savings Goals worksheet, it's just a worksheet. It's not linked to any of the other tabs, so it's just something that you can fill out for your information. The idea is that these purchases over here happen once a year, every 5 years, every 10 years, something like that. So they're things that happen less often than once a month. What happens is it's easy to plan for things that happen monthly because you get paid monthly, you budget monthly, and you pay almost all of your bills monthly. So that's pretty easy to plan for and to save up, for those kinds of purchases. These kinds of purchases, they can be a lot harder to see, a lot harder to just even think about at all, and harder to plan for, to work these sort of purchases into your monthly budget. I mean, how do you work something that only happens every 4 years into your monthly budget? Well, it's actually pretty simple. You can use this worksheet to find out how much you need to be saving every month in order to have enough money in your savings account to cover all these kinds of purchases. Okay, so I'll go column by column and row by row, and we'll just explain how it works here. So in column A, all you do is type in the name of the item. I've got some common ones here, and you can feel free to add and delete the ones that make more sense for your situation. So just put the name of the purchase over here in column A. Column B, put the total cost of each item in column B. It doesn't matter what order, just put the total cost. Column C is the number of months in between each purchase. So not the number of years, but the number of months in between each purchase, because it's going to give you a monthly amount to save. We'll go over all these examples in just a minute. So column D has a calculation that automatically tells you how much you need to save monthly for each of these items. So as you can see, it's just taking the cost divided by the number of months to give you a monthly amount that you need to be saving. Okay, so let's go over a couple of examples here. In this example, a new car, let's say it's $8,000, and you're going to buy a new car every 8 years. So that's 96 months. It divides the two, and it shows you that you only need to save $83.33 a month in order that in 8 years you'll have $8,000 and you can buy that car. Let's say a new computer is $900. Let's say you buy one about every 4 years, $18.75 a month, and in 4 years you'll have $900 so you can buy that computer. So you'll have to kind of guess on how many months it's going to be in between each item. I know sometimes a car lasts longer, sometimes it doesn't last 8 years, or for whatever reason you have to buy one before the 8 years is up. But just try and guess as best you can on these kinds of items. Now here's one though that happens, you know exactly how many months it's going to be for Christmas or the holidays or whatever. It's always 12 months. And if you always spend around $600, you know that every month, the rest of the year, just save $50 a month and you'll have the $600 every single year. Here's another example that was interesting. A new hot water heater. So I looked it up and they cost about $1,000 and they last about 12 years. So to find the number of months, you just do 12 times 12, 144 months. And if you save $6.94 a month in 12 years or 144 months, you'll have that $1,000. So then down here, this shows you the total amount that you need to save monthly in order to cover all of these expenses. So as long as you're saving $309 every single month, when each of these expenses pops up, you'll have this amount of money in the account ready to be spent on that item. So here's how, one more thing. Let me mention one thing, and then I'll show you how to work this idea into your monthly budget. So let's say that 8 years goes by and you buy this car. Well, you don't stop saving the $83. You immediately, the very next month, start saving $83 again. You never stop, because in another 8 years, you're going to have to buy another car. Or something, an example that's easier to grasp here would be Christmas. So once Christmas comes and goes, you never stop saving the $50, because Christmas is going to come every single year. Or another example for the hot water heater. Once 12 years goes by and you buy a hot water heater for $1,000, you never stop saving that $6.94. This savings never goes away. So one way to think of it is that sort of like how you pay your electric bill and your water bill every single month, that never goes away. Think of these as bills that only come around every couple of years. So you're just saving monthly to pay a bill. All of these are bills over here. So they never go away. They just have a longer lifespan than the ones that than the bills that you only pay monthly. Okay, so that's one way to think of this worksheet. Now, here's how you can manually work this into your monthly budget. So you need to be saving $309 every single month in order to cover all these. So what you would do is open up a separate savings account. And every month you could set up either an automatic transfer or just do it, automatic, or do it manually, do a manual transfer, whatever, from your checking account into your savings account. So then over here on category setup, you would have one called savings. Or you could name it whatever you want, actually. You could name it savings goals to match up with this tab here. Just name it something so that you know that you're talking about these items, all of these items. So in this case, it's called savings. And then if you do a transaction of $309 once a month, it'll pop up over here on your transactions. And let's just pretend that it's this one. Let's pretend that that's $309. You put it right there into savings. And then over here on your budget, it'll show up as one of these expenses. So in this example, savings. And I put $309 in there to represent the $309 that you're saving, that you're budgeting to save every month. And then as the month goes on, if you indeed did do a $309 transfer, this would be $309 after you categorize it over here on the transactions tab. So that would be $309. This would be $309. And then your separate savings account would have $309 more dollars in there. And you do that every single month. You never stop. And again, every time that one of these purchases comes up, it's time to make one of these purchases, this amount of money will be in that savings account for you. It'll be waiting there for you. Okay. So that's how the savings goals worksheet works. On the next video, we'll go over the net worth tab. The best way to ask questions or to share wins or whatever is in the Facebook group, the How Do I Money Facebook group. Just go to howdoimoney.com/Facebook and you can join the group there. It's an awesome group. We'd love to have you. All right. I am Derek from howdoimoney.com.